Okay, so this is all about Vault Server. You need to create one more VM, right? In yesterday's end of the session, I asked you to complete the installation of the one more VM, one more operating system of Windows or. Yeah, Windows only. So I don't have the image file of the Windows. So I will have to you have that image file, right? ISO file. Yes. So you mean to say just how we have installed that Vault operating system? In the same way, you need to install one more operating system for Active Directory. Just operating system and VMware tools, that's it. So once you have completed that activity, then we can install that adds services. So Windows Server is on to HSM, right? Yeah. Here you can change the naming. Remove that 12 and put as AD Active Directory. Yeah, remove entire name. AD, yeah. In case, if you want to save this VM files in a different location, you can browse and navigate to the direct location and create one more new folder. So I think you have created VMs folder somewhere else in case. If you are okay, then fine. So this is not a vault, just it is an Active Directory. So I think 60 GB, go ahead with 60 gigabytes is fine. Next, finish. Edit the virtual machine settings. CBR DVD Startup. Yeah, okay. Power on. Power on this virtual machine. We need to install those roles using Server Manager only. Yeah, so assign one IP address to this machine. So you have assigned one IP address to Vault, right? Just assign that next number to the AD. Yeah, and here we need to put preferred DNS also. Just same IP. There is no different DNS server, right? So just put the same server IP address, DNS. Cyberark. I can still use it only for the password. Archival purpose. Password storing purposes. Yeah, we can use, a few application teams. They don't want to rotate passwords of those application at home. In case, if they want to walk in the password into Vault, then we can create safe, and we can store those passwords also. Whenever they require, they can retrieve. Yeah, because here what is happening is locally. We just store the passwords. Something called as a open source platform, right? KeePass. So most of the time, every individual team, they manage their own KeePasses. Maybe I was thinking, if yeah, we can store even files. Also we can upload into Vault server. You need to create one safe and provide access. Alternate DNS is not required. I'll just say OK for this. OK, close. Now maximize Server Manager and click on Add. Yeah. Next. Next. Next, yeah, next. So here we are planning to install adds Active Directory Domain Services. Select the checkboxes. You can add features. Next and install. Next and install. This also default right. OK, group policy management and all. We are not touching anything yet. Next and install. OK. Next. So we can provide, like in case, if any team wants to store any Excel file or Word file which is important, we can provide that access also. And in case if they want to store only passwords. And if they don't want to rotate those passwords. Might be due to some dependencies. We can do that also. OK. Next. Now we need to promote this server as a domain controller. Now click on No, wait. Click on that flag. You have a tilde icon, right? Yeah, click on that. So here it is asking to promote this server as a domain controller. Click on that. Promote this server to a domain controller. Can you put it in a full screen, please? Yeah. OK. So here are three options. Add a domain controller to an existing domain. So in case if you have an existing domain, and if you are planning to add extra domain controller, then we need to go with first option. And in case if you have a forest, and if you want to add a new domain to that existing forest, then we will go with for a second option, but we don't have a forest. So just, we are creating the forest. So we need to go with third option, third radio button. So, for example, TCSCOM is a forest. And if you consider India TCS offices, INTCSCOM is a domain, subdomain to that forest. So in case, In India again we have Kolkata, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bangalore branches. So, in case if you are planning to install domain controller in that existing domain, then we will go with that third option and we can give like blrintsyscom means, that is, a domain controller to the existing domain. But here we don't have any forest. We are creating one forest.